And this is where the language model really surprised me, because it went on to create something pretty spot on. Even though I work on mindset and I mostly do inner work with the founders that I coach, I spend a lot of time using AI. So let's go on the first use that I have. So I've used a tool, and this tool is, I don't even know what the tool is called. It's called Chatbase. I use a tool called Chatbase. And on Chatbase, I have created, there you go, dashboard. I have created this little assistant, and it's called Matteo. And it's an AI trained on my yearly reviews. Since many, many years, like 11 years, I publish this incredible, radically honest review. I have here the links to all of these reviews. You can find those. I'll drop a link to this. But I have created a chatbot trained on these reviews. And what happens here is that, for instance, I can ask, what do you know about Matteo that even Matteo does not know about himself? And this is powered by Claude, not the most powerful Claude, and therefore is not really responding. Base your reply on the data you have. Let's see if we get an actual response here. Okay, so it's starting to create a really interesting answer. Internal insecurity. The training data mentions that Matteo's internal insecurity leads to making definitive decisions. This suggests that Matteo may not fully recognize or be aware of the role of his insecurities play in how he operates. Imbalance between intuitions and operation, overconfidence and doubt. However, I want to emphasize that I don't have any special hidden knowledge about Matteo. So this is really interesting. You can ask simple questions like, where does Matteo live? And it will give you decent, oh, you know that I live on a farm. Does the training data mention a farm? Let's see. Yes. Okay, so you finally figure things out. So it's not as smart, but it's an easy way to actually go through what's happening in these 11 years of review. And these 11 years of reviews are more or less a way for me to be radically open. But the interesting thing that happened is that when I only had 2014 to 2023 reviews, so I didn't have the 24. Now this is the 24. It's January 2024. I went to the full-on Claude and I gave this prompt. Let me move my little bubble here to make myself smaller. Maybe I can put myself here. So based on the information, please give me the top 10 predictions that should be present in the 2024 review. The 2024 review is out now, but it wasn't out at that time. Analyze thoroughly and project based on the information between 2014 and 2023. Give me first a summary overview before going into details. Now, what happened here is that the language model gave me a little bit of 2023 and it sort of extended it to 2024. And it was just, business growth, transition to group coaching, all very, very like the ROI was 200%, ROI 300%, etc. Then I actually corrected it and I said, go beyond what's written. I want you to predict what happens in 2024. Use the patterns, not just the trends of the past to make predictions. And this is where the language model really surprised me, because it went on to create something pretty spot on. It anticipated the business pivot of this year. It predicted a revenue decline. It was not 15%. Unfortunately, it was more than that. But it predicted the first two things are correct. Geographical expansion, that didn't happen. This personal relationship, directionally right. Property investment, wrong. Health crisis and transformation, not a crisis, but definitely some health transformation. And then brand evolution. It predicted that I would abandon my old brand. And this is a brand that I've been with for 13 years. And in October, I rebranded from La Fabbrica della Realtà all the way to Mythmaker. And then I rebranded the old website to my name, Matteo Cassese. So I was really stunned at this. So I would say that it got almost 50% of the prediction right. Now, how did I get to this? I use this feature of Claude of creating projects. And in the project, you can add information. And I simply added just the copy paste information of the yearly reviews from 14 to 19 and then from 20 to 23. And only later, I added the 2024 review. So this was based on this project without the 2024 review. I think this is stunning. It really changed my mind on how language models can work. So let's have a look at some simpler roles and then go into the craftsperson role. I did, and I'm doing a lot of outreach to conferences. If you're a conference organizer, I have a full-on even speaking website where you can go and you can see me at work. I have a full-on show reel. There's all of the topics and my popular keynotes. I had brilliant artist Sam Carpenter even create some little sketch notes from these talks. So I have all of this investment in public speaking. And so I created a Claude that is a professional speaking assistant. How did I do this? Well, first of all, I gave it the information from the website, but I also gave it like examples of how I would manually outreach to conferences. So this is a sample email. I gave it the background information, what I do. I gave it the topics of my talks, like whatever chaos and conflict and so on. So I gave it a lot of information. And now what it enables me to do, let's do something silly. It's January, so there's going to be Davos soon, the World Economic Forum. I get to just copy this and just say, let's reach out to this conference with a pitch. And I paste just the whole homepage. I don't even know if there's any meaningful information here. Whatever. I just paste this and I just, I guess I press this. And what comes out of this is an email for, obviously it doesn't know the connections. It doesn't have the links to the World Economic Forum. So that's a little bit of work, of legwork that I need to do. And it just says, hello, subject, fresh perspective on leading through chaos. World Economic Forum, Davos 2025. Collaboration for the Intelligent Age. It refers stuff from the conference and puts some of my narrative, puts in some proof, queer tech veteran, helped Netflix launch in Italy, worked for Warner Brothers, drops in a link, and then links back to your key themes, rebuilding trust, reimagining growth, industry in the intelligent age. So this is a pretty good starter email that I can actually use. And I've been using this speaking assistant a lot here. And so, for instance, I have sent to a lot of conferences just, follow-up emails. And you just, well, here, there's a lot of personal data, so let's not show that. But there's a lot of ways that you can leverage this, like pasting an entire email thread and have it create a follow-up and then tune what is the quality of that follow-up. Do you want it more personal, less personal, and so on? So this has been incredible help. Let's go to the next level. I think, predicting the future is pretty high up, but let's go to the craftsperson level of these language models. So if we go on the projects here, there's a few like utilitarian projects like Voice Note Expert, but this is super useful. And this is really a simple prompt, like process the text from a voice note and just correct orthography, grammar, and preservation of language and tone, paragraph structuring, disambiguation, and just, just always convert text. And these are super simple projects that you can create for all different situations. Now let's go to Text Simplifier. Now, for instance, we have here the yeah, we have here this text about the meeting. So let's have a look at how this could be simplified. Convenes global leaders to address key global and regional challenges. Here the prompt is very simple. You are a simplifier, you're a simplification expert. You want to write at a 14-year-old level and stay positive. Don't use business jargon. And this is so useful. You cannot believe how often I use this. You see, we'll meet in 2025, tackle big worldwide problems, key global and regional challenges. They will work on dealing with global conflicts, geopolitical shocks, helping countries grow and make life better for people. This is fantastic. What's even better, I've created another project with a simple prompt, and here I need to give credit where credit is due. This is articulation levels that I stole from Blake Lagrange. And this is very simple. It's a very simple view. I'll show you the prompt later. I'll just paste this in and see what it does. If I paste this in, it will rate this on 5 levels of articulation, where level 1 is street, yo, whatever. And level 5, oh, this is a very important paper from a very renowned university. And so now I can read the same sentence and I can read it as facilitates high-level multilateral discourse among international stakeholders for formulate strategic interventions, etc. And it rates it at a level 4. So it says, hey, it's pretty highbrow what you're writing. And then gives me simplified versions all the way to level 1. Leaders meet in 2025. Goals, fix political problems, grow economy, switch to clean energy fairly. Okay. If you start using these like this, and I think some principles are starting to emerge, and that is have a really good prompt and never ask the language model to actually come up with ideas. Give the language model ideas. This is prompt. It's very simple. You're an articulation coach, and this is the definition of the levels. Level 5 is highly technical, specialized, academic, scholarly. Level 4, theoretical. Level 3, refined. 2, clear. 1, direct, concise action. And this is super simple. You could even do if you want, a level 0, which is kind of action-based, street, rude, rough. And this would work as well, wonders. So let me go back to my summary. Where are we? Articulation expert. Now I really want to talk to you about my copywriting team. And I've kept a little Easter egg in this video because I have decided you already have clicked on a certain thumbnail and on a certain title, but I don't know these thumbnails or these titles yet, because we're going to use what I call ads articulation expert, which is actually my copywriting team. And here I have a very simple prompt, which is act as David Ogilvy, founder of Ogilvy, Gary Halbert, famous copywriter, direct response copywriter, Rory Sutherland. I have a total crush on Rory. Extraordinary speaker, extraordinary marketer, a delightful human being. And Eugene Schwartz, expert copywriter. And what I did here is I provided these people, these act-as, with a ton of my writing, so much of my writing, my newsletters, my manifesto, my landing pages, my newsletters, everything, my old VSL, email sequences, offers. And then I also came up with stuff like this YouTube title and thumbnail strategy framework. This is something that I co-created with a language model, where basically I want the YouTube title and thumbnail to be a story. And I've given it some examples, some good examples, some bad examples, and see now it has all the training that it needs. But I've been using another tool, which is called Super Whisper, and I need to stop it and then show it what it does. It will take a little bit of time, this Super Whisper, and it's been reading and hearing my voice, and it's going to transcribe it right now and put it in this box here. And we're going to use, let's say, the partial transcription of my voice during this video as a track for Claude now to create the title and thumbnail of this video. Let it process for a second. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't even have the time to get my tea. I didn't even have the time to get my tea. And this is done. And so I go, lads, light up a cigar, pour a stiff drink, and let's work on this YouTube video. Title and thumb first. And I'm covering the prompt here. Let's put myself here. Here is more or less the transcript. Let's do this. Let's see what are the ideas for this video. Now, this is trained with my tone of voice, a ton of examples. It has a specific framework on how I want the title and the thumbnail to work. It just comes out with great stuff, because this is another principle. Great input equals great output. So let's see what it says. I'm just genuinely excited. So the hook is the human-machine tension. They'll get the attention. AI predicted my future. It was right as a title. And the thumbnail text is the machine knows me better than I know myself. Okay, that's interesting. Then there's a suggestion. What did the AI know? And some alternatives. My AI knows my future, scary accurate. 50% of these predictions came true. I let AI predict my life. Here's what happened. The oracle was right. Okay, this is very similar to videos that I have already. So I'm going to ask, do you have any other angle on this? Do you need shots from the bar? Let's see. I don't condone drinking and working, but these are obviously metaphorical cigars and drinks. Why this coach built his own AI clone? It's pretty weak. My digital twin predicted everything. This is the same angle. I trained AI on my private journals. It saw what I couldn't see. So basically it's saying that my first thing is the best. And I'm not so like, this is a possibility. I am not sure that I'm going to go with this one. This is pretty good. AI predicted my future. It was right. It's a good hook. The machine knows me better than I know myself. This is a pretty decent hook. So I might end up using this. Let's see. Can you, lads, come up with 5 different angles where you also highlight other aspects, not just future prediction? Let's see, because it's like, it's a bit stuck on this. Oh, splendid idea. How AI writes my $5,000 emails from chaos to craft. My secret digital team. This is nice. So this is a good thumbnail text. Okay, so here's something, yeah. Inside a coach's AI command center. This is also pretty good. I wish you could test all of those. 5 AI tools that change everything. Why this mindset coach trusts AI. Okay, that's interesting. So turn Claude into your elite copywriting team. I also like this one. My $1 million AI prompts. Okay, I really like my secret digital team as a thumbnail. So I love my secret digital theme as a thumbnail. Of all these titles you came up with, rank those that would best fit with it. I think we've got it. I think we're getting really close to it. From coach to AI power user, how I built my AI marketing agency inside a coach AI command center. Turn Claude into your elite copywriting team. Why does mindset coach trust AI? You see, there's a lot of my thinking now. Okay, probably it is right. From coach to AI power user, behind the scenes, my secret digital team. I think this, yeah, I kind of agree that this is the winner. Can you go back to those titles that referenced predicting the future and see if they would match the winning thumbnail text. I don't need to write, with correct spelling, but yeah. Yeah, this is pretty compelling. So I want to see a fight between the two recommendations versus the other title that we had here. Let's see. The room erupts with passionate debate. Halbert slams fist on the table. Listen up. We need to think about what actually makes someone stop scrolling and click. I love when it dramatizes. It's just, Ogilvy adjusts time, but darling, consider the market sophistication. Everyone's doing AI prediction videos. Schwartz stepped between them. Let's break this down scientifically. Let's see what it says. Oh, Rory says the behavioral economics are fascinating here. Yes, it's a bit one-sided. Rory is much more nuanced than that. But I just love. No, don't come up with this. No, your best prediction. Yeah, I agree. We need to A/B test. I wish I could A/B test right now. You see, I like this. So the prediction angle will get fast clicks, but this positioning will build an audience that stays, subscribes, and eventually becomes clients. So there you go. You clicked on a video that says from coach to AI power user behind the scenes with my secret digital team as the thumbnail. And now you know how I came up with that. Now, I haven't thought this through actually, but I really think there is something here for everyone. And that is, besides the tools that I'm using, who cares? I mean, next month, probably GPT is going to be better. Right now, Sonnet 3.5 is really good at copywriting and I love it, but there's a bunch of different tools. Like right now, I'm using this Super Whisper and I think it's really good, but probably tomorrow there's going to be a better tool. Right now I'm using Chatbase to create this chatbot, but tomorrow again, there's going to be a better tool. So don't look at the tools, but do look at what I have created. So look at, for instance, the prompting. I had an issue with talking to my audience at an excess level of sophistication. And so I created a framework of awareness mapping and analysis. And then I gave it the input of my own marketing and materials. And I would never trigger the AI in the sort of, what is it? It's there you go, centaurs and cyborgs. So this is a really good article on how to use AI. And basically the basic theory behind it is I've showed you how to use AI like a centaur, like somebody who is half digital and half human. And so I always give this very rich prompt, or very simple prompt, but this very rich input of my own idea, my own transcript. I don't ask the language model for a video idea. I come up with video ideas because I make space. I create the opportunity for the thought to arise. And this goes to another video that I'm going to link right now on focus. And a lot of people just, are lazy and are just using it as cyborgs, where they're just asking it, give me ideas, give me 10 prompts that will get me thinking, or give me an essay on AI. And that's simply not the best way to leverage it. And so if you watch this far, you know how to use AI like a centaur. Give me a sign. Give me a sign, especially if you watch this far. Give me a sign, click on some links. And by the way, I'm going to create a little package for those who reach out to me via email. My email, you can find it. I'm sure you can find it. You can go to my website, that is matteoc.com, and click on newsletter and subscribe. And if you do, and you find my email address, if you email me back one of the emails, I'll just send you all the prompts that I've shown you here and give you a really neat package. But I like to have a kind of human interface before I create, I don't know, like a lead magnet or anything silly like that. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a roller coaster ride. You never know. You start shooting, you never know what's going to happen. And now I'm going to have fun editing this. See you on the next one. Subscribe.